So I guess why I came to you and to Engaging Breakthroughs in April was basically because at that time I was coming out of this not a very pleasant work experience that I had gone through, and that created a lot of self-doubts inside of me as a professional, as a person. And I did not like being in that space of self-doubt, and after working for so many years. And also I thought that this was a great time to take the opportunity to revisit my focus in my career, and take the opportunity to see if I could make a transition into things that would be more expansive for me, and to kind of just look inside of me and see what is it that really made me happy, and try to see the next few years of my professional life and kind of channel it in a way that when I would look back, I would say, okay, this is the right time that I made this decision of transitioning into what I'm doing now. So I think that was the time I decided that I needed professional help in terms of somebody who's experienced, somebody who is a leadership coach, somebody who has been there, done it, and can guide me through this decision making, through this realization of my own feelings. I think that is what was critical. And so I think that was the point I decided to go to Engaging Breakthroughs and with Craig. So I guess the biggest thing that I gained from my experience with Engaging Breakthroughs was learning to understand myself and my feelings, learning to accept my feelings, and looking at my work, my professional life, my personal life through a lens of understanding of my strengths and weaknesses. And I think that was my biggest learning through the work that we did together at Engaging Breakthroughs. To understand my strengths and to understand my weaknesses, and plus a very important thing of understanding some of my hidden strengths that may be somewhere at the back that I really didn't know existed, that I'd been probably putting in the shadow. And this interaction, this coaching helped me to bring those out from the shadow so that I can make use of those strengths and become more aware of myself as a person, and learn to welcome my feelings and to deal with them and manage them. So I think that was one great learning and experience that I went through all of the work that we did together. That really helped me. I realized it was so important to know yourself. Look at whatever you're planning to do from a lens of what is it that makes you feel more expansive rather than restrictive. And so a great thing that I do now, whenever I'm doing anything, is to look at it from a lens of, okay, does that make me feel happy? Does that make me feel expansive? Does it fit into my ideal work week, or things that I want to do in the next 10 years or not? And I take a decision based on that. So that knowledge, that enlightenment, I think came to me while working with Craig and Engaging Breakthroughs. And I think it was a very pleasant journey in the sense that I really respect the experience that he brings to the table. And, he's been in the corporate world for so long, and he's worked with other professionals, and all of that experience kind of comes together when he's coaching you. And one doesn't feel that, this is, something that is a one-way experience. It becomes a very interactive session, and the entire experience was very interactive, where you feel that, that Craig is just spending time with you, and your journey is all that he cares about. So that was a very good feeling to be, to have like a sounding board that you could just go and download your feelings onto, and then that person will teach you how to manage those feelings. So I think that was my biggest gain out of this whole experience. I think the biggest result professionally has been to really focus on what is it that makes me feel happy and expansive whenever I'm looking at an opportunity or something that I want to do next. And that has helped me to decide to transition my career as such from an HR professional to more into the IT field, which is a transition, big transition for me. And the I could gather the strength and muster up the courage to make that change based on the learnings and the guidance I got from Craig. So I think that was a big professional achievement and result. Personally, I think it's been a great journey because I've learned to not be afraid of any feelings, whether it's a feeling of sadness or frustration. Just welcome those feelings and learn to manage them. And I think that is a very big result to me as a person. Whenever I'm dealing with anything in my life personally.